I'm Robin, and this is Chet, and we are your hosts for Chet and Robin's Sea Lake Journeys.
Sea Lake Journeys! You know what a girl needs?
No, what does a girl need?
A checklist!
A checklist?
Yes.
What kind of checklist?
Well, I just happen to have one here for today's episode.
Okay, what is it?
We're going to talk about the things you need to do before your cruise, starting at 90 days out, going to 30 days out, and then down to a week out, 2 days out, and the night before.
Stay tuned, because here it comes.
Here we go. All right, so let's start at the 90-day point.
Okay.
90-day point, that's typically when your cruise money is due to be paid. You should be paying your cruise off because it's 90 days out.
So that includes your gratuities, your insurance, your Wi-Fi package, and your drink package.
Yes, we like to buy those all before. That way when we walk onto that ship, we know the gratuities are paid. We know our drinks are covered, Wi-Fi, insurance, all that stuff. We don't have to worry about it being added onto our bill.
Then the next thing is you need to download or update your cruise app for the particular cruise line that you're cruising with. If you're on a ship that has a medallion, such as Princess,
yes,
you need to go ahead and order your medallions.
Yes, and also you want to submit the forms to the cruise line. If you have mobility issues, some will require you to have a wheelchair form filled out to let them know what your mobility situation is so they can put you in a mobility room. Also, if you're a shareholder, you'll want to fill out that shareholder's form so you can get some onboard credit. And if you're prior or current military, get that form filled out also so you can get some more onboard credit. Now, not all cruise lines have that, but Carnival and Princess, Holland America, everybody under the Carnival umbrella does.
Yes. Now you're going to make sure that you have your airline, your hotel, and your transfer reservations made, as well as off-site parking. There are some off-site parkings that if you make a reservation 90 days before you cruise, you get a little discount.
That's right. Plus, you get to save that spot before somebody else gets it.
There you go.
Another thing you want to get your spot marked before somebody gets it is those bucket list excursions.
Yes.
For instance, when we go to Alaska, as soon as it becomes available, we're going to book that helicopter up to the glacier and ride those dogs on that dog sled across the glacier because that'll fill up really fast. And some excursions, even in the Caribbean, fill up very fast. Or sometimes it's a little... the tiki hut and stuff on the private islands.
Yes.
If you want those, you've got to book them early too. They fill up fast.
So what we do is we make 2 lists for short excursions.
Yes.
We make our must-have list. If we're going to go to this destination, we are going to do that. For example, Hawaii, we're going to do the Shark Tank. We know we're going to do the Shark Tank. We go ahead and book it and pay for it online. We know we got our spot locked in.
Because we may never go to Hawaii again.
Right. And then we have our second list, which is our wish list. We would like to do that, but if we don't get it, it's okay. It's not the end of the world, but we're definitely going to make sure we get that bucket list item.
Yes.
So now we're moving on to 30 days prior.
30 days.
The first thing is make your pet plans. We have pets. We have to make sure that the puppy hotel or the private babysitter is ready to go, shots. Make sure that they're all healthy. They got enough supplies, enough dog food, enough wee-wee pads.
Yeah, don't wait till last minute to check your dog in the day of the cruise and find out,
Yes.
oh, I don't have a border tally shot. Oh, I don't have the flu shot or whatever the dog needs. Don't wait till then.
And then the second thing you need to do is set up your shipboard account. Typically, that's with a credit card. I do know some cruise lines will let you do a cash deposit, but you need to go ahead and set that up. Then you need to make sure that those short excursions that are your wish list, you can go ahead and book those now too.
That's right. And I take my own wheelchair on a cruise, but some people don't. They don't want to fly with their wheelchair or whatever, so they pre-order one. And especially with electric scooters, I see this. They don't want to carry their electric scooter from Wisconsin down to Florida to get on a ship. So they rent one and have it sent to the ship.
Right.
So if you're one of those people, I would probably do that at least 30 days out because they can possibly sell out as well.
And then this is what Chet always makes sure, he keeps track of this for us because I never keep track of it, is make sure that our onboard credit is showing up on our account, because he knows exactly how much onboard credit we should be receiving for our shareholders or our military or whatever. So he goes online and makes sure that our account is showing the amount of onboard credit that we should have coming to us.
And here's a helpful tip to make sure it gets done. You have options of faxing it, emailing it, or mailing it in the post office. We do all three. We send it 3 ways. That way one of them's bound to get there.
Yep. The other thing you need to do is make sure that your dining time is selected on the app. For almost all cruise lines nowadays, they're doing the app, and your boarding time is selected. We're going on a Royal Caribbean here pretty soon, and we've never been on Royal Caribbean, so we were surprised that our boarding time was so late. We're so used to being platinum that we get the first boarding, and we're newbies on Royal, so we got the bottom of the barrel.
They bring us on just before they pull the door up. But also, hey, if you want those private photo sessions, now, if you look at the picture you see on our cover sheet here for this YouTube channel, that was taken on a cruise ship at one of those private sessions. And you can book those online before you go to make sure you get that private photography session with a professional photographer. And trust me, we did it for our 25th wedding anniversary.
And it's worth it.
It was fantastic.
Yes. The other thing is book your specialty restaurants or your spa treatments that you want. You can wait till you get on the ship, but a lot of people like booking in advance, and that's okay. Another thing is your celebration items and gift bags. So we're big about getting our own gift thing for ourselves. We've gone on cruises where we got T-shirts and bottles of champagne and
well, Carnival used to have a great package, didn't they? It'd come with 2 hats and 2 towels and champagne glasses, a bottle of champagne, and $25 on board credit, and a bunch of other stuff. It was all for like $85. It was like, oh, we got to get that.
Or if it's a celebration of some sort, birthday or anniversary or something like that, you can go ahead and order those decorations or baskets. Even some ships allow you to purchase alcohol before you get on the ship, and it will be in your room when you board. Now we're moving on to
a week out. It's only 1 week to your cruise. Well, we're coming up on this deadline too, so we're getting ready. And one of the things that's very important is make sure your prescription medications are filled up and that you got enough to go on a cruise. And secondly, if you need a prescription like scopamine patches for seasickness, make sure you get them as well too.
And then you need to go to the grocery store and get your little shopping list together. Your eye drops, your chapstick, your suntan lotion, your mosquito repellent.
Oh, yes.
Any of those items that you're going to want to take with you.
Or the stuff you saw us. If you watched our Dollar Tree video, go check out our Dollar Tree video. You're going to need to go to Dollar Tree for a shopping excursion and get some stuff.
There you go. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel while you're there.
That's right. Hit that like button.
And then the next thing you want to do 1 week out is you want to review the COVID guidelines. They're constantly changing. And you want to make sure that whatever the cruise line you're going on, their health regulations, you are familiar with them. Like I said, we're fixing to go on Royal Caribbean. We've never been on Royal Caribbean before. Their app has just got so much information about their COVID guidelines and health regulations that are so different from the cruise lines that we've been on.
And I've watched those change over the past couple of weeks.
Yes. And then you want to make sure you have enough masks, because even though cruise lines are not requiring, although all cruise lines are not requiring masks all the time, most of them are requiring masks at least during the embarkation process. So make sure you have plenty of masks.
Right now, the latest updates, everybody's required them.
Yeah.
So, but that'll change. Oh, and make sure that you set up your mail to be stopped if you're going to be gone, especially on a long cruise, or you have somebody pick it up, and your newspaper. Get that stuff handled, because crooks, watch out. They'll come get your mail, and they'll see your newspaper keep piling up, and they'll go in and they'll do a little shopping in your house.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. And then you want to make sure your household bills are paid up. Nothing worse than coming home from vacation and you forgot to pay the power bill and the power got shut off and everything in your refrigerator is... So now we're moving up to 48 hours or 2 days before you sail.
2 days. Everybody knows this one probably. It's
Yeah.
time for that COVID test.
Yes.
Tiptoe on down there to your health department, to your Walgreens, or do the proctored one. You
Yes.
can order those. And if you're going to do that, order them. Go back to that 30-day thing and order them and get them coming to you. That way you're ready to do it at 2 days out.
Yes. And now you want to go get your cash that you need for tips and your off-board spending that you're going to be doing when you get to your different destinations, and fill up that Sun Pass so that you don't have to worry about the tolls. And some of the parking facilities nowadays actually take your Sun Pass
That's right.
as paying for your parking. So make sure you have plenty of money on your Sun Pass. And then make sure you notify your banking institution that you are out of the country.
This is a big one.
Because if something happens and your identity is compromised while you're gone, you won't know it till you get back, and that's a little bit too late.
Or worse yet, you get down there and you decide to do your own shore excursion, you miss the ship, and find out your credit card's locked up.
Yes, because you didn't tell them you were out of the country, and they see that Jamaica is on your credit card and you're from Michigan. They're going to be like, I don't think this is right.
So. Also, 2 days out, you want to print those luggage tags, and don't do them too far ahead, because our last cruise, our room changed three times in the last month before we went. So
yes.
Wait till about 2 days out, get your luggage tags.
And then you'll want to make sure that you also print any boarding documents, because not all ships are doing medallions. Some ships are still, you have to have paper. So make sure you print everything. Even if you don't end up needing it, it's better to print it and have it than get there and wish you had it. The last thing is on our 2 days out is go and pick up those last minute prescriptions that are still at the pharmacy. You know, even though we had the week out to fill your prescription, some of them could have been delayed for whatever reason.
Yes.
And now we are at the night before.
The night before.
This is when we can't sleep. So now most of these things are going to be going in your carry-on. So at this point, hopefully you've got all your regular luggage packed and you're just gathering up your things for your carry-on. So the first thing you need is make sure you have your passports,
yes,
that proof of vaccine, and that recent negative COVID test.
Negative
COVID test.
How about that?
Also,
you say boarding pass, didn't you?
No, I didn't say boarding pass.
Oh, you want your boarding pass or your medallion,
yep,
whichever one you have.
Your phone charger and your phone and your phone charger, your camera and your charger, your binoculars, and this is something new that recently happened to me, is a power adapter. So I use a water pick and couldn't plug it in the room because I didn't have the proper adapter. So
yes,
make sure you get the proper adapter.
And now it's time to get those luggage tags and put them on your bags. And then you want to go on the computer again one last time and verify which terminal your ship is going to be at.
Yes, we recently encountered this. The terminal that the ship always docks at had to dock at a different terminal for whatever reason. So make sure that you know that the terminal hasn't changed for docking. Do a last minute check on those health and COVID guidelines because it could have changed from 2 days ago. And then you want to verify that your cruise and your airline has not been delayed or canceled or anything like that.
Yes, trust me, I've watched enough and talked to enough people. Don't just get on the plane and fly to the cruise port or drive to the cruise port. Make sure that cruise is still going.
Yes.
Make sure it hasn't moved, hasn't been canceled. Check and see if your air flight hasn't changed. Stuff you want to do the night before so you don't get no surprises. Right?
So we hope that you get good information from our 90-day, our 30-day, our 1 week out, 2 days out, and the night before checklist. And I will also have it at the end of the video for you to review again. Thank you for watching and hit that subscribe button.
And the like button.